everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Jets have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Vikings, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. Bridgewater on first down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Cook. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Carry for LeGarrette Blount. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Give. This is Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run it again with Cook. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And his pass incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Stays on his feet, and the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Right back to Dixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The handoff out of the pistol. It's Dixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenneth Dixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Again, it's Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's Blow. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now Cook running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook stripped, the ball's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got the first down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Bridgewater. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Franks to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. It's a pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Kaepernick now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll run with Dixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Kaepernick, and able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A run by Dixon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be first down here after the run. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Carry, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down following the run.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Kaepernick now to throw. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Come on, let's go. Watch 90.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And Anderson's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
On 1st 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. The give. This is Dixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now on 1st, Dixon again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kenneth Dixon with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Diggs going in motion right. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Giving the ball is Cook running left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. On the ground, it's Cook. Fights loose. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Tigers. Tigers.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the 1st of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Back to the ground, Cook. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go. 180.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They run. Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now a run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Vikings on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Frank's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. An update now, they've gone final in Jacksonville and emerging victorious the Colts. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. He's back to throw. Called in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's third and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And now a first down following that long gain. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And he has got it! And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,